everybody, welcome to the Football Fill-In. We have got a world-class episode for you today. I am looking forward to this one so much because we have got two very, very angry Manchester United fans. We're going to be talking about that and everything else as well. Come on, let's go. As usual, Mark Goldbridge, and sat next to you today, we have got Angry Ginge. His name's Morgan. What am I calling you today, mate? Because
call me what you want, mate. Morgan, Ginge.
Angry.
Yeah, just not angry, yeah.
You are angry. I'm going to call you...
Yeah.
Can I call you Morgan?
Call me Morgan, yeah.
Yeah? Morgan. All right, Morgan, talk to me about what you thought of the game yesterday.
The penalty was a robbery. A VAR, disaster class as usual. And I think the second half... I think the first 2 minutes we started okay and then just fell apart as soon as they scored. It's just terrible.
Agreed?
Yeah, I think it's a great point what Angry makes because...
Yes.
I had to do that once. You're going to have a laugh on him after a Manchester derby. No, but I think it's a great point that he makes because I heard Carragher saying after the game about the lack of style of play at United. You don't finish third in the league and get to 2 finals without a style of play. United, going into that Man City game, were #1 in the league for winning the ball back up high up the pitch. Bruno wins the ball high up, gives it to McTominay. He's got a ball into Rashford to get him 1-1, and he just runs towards the goal and has a tame shot. And you think, Ten Hag must be on the sideline going, we've won the ball high again. And we just don't know what to do with the ball in the final third. So I agree with that. But then the penalty, I mean, what did you think? Is that for me, that's... I can't get my head around it because the referee doesn't give it, and then Michael Oliver, so it's not clear and obvious.
Yeah.
So the referee, the gap between him going to do it as well.
I honestly thought they were giving a red card or something.
Yeah, because it was a Maguire and Haaland
I didn't have a clue what on earth they were looking at. No one in the stadium did.
They're trying to find...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think if that is a smaller game, if that was in the Burnley, friggin' whoever it was, Burnley-Bournemouth game, that don't get looked at, you know. That is not a penalty.
No chance.
And I think that's a bit that most Man United fans are annoyed about because at that point as well, Man United were doing decent, weren't they?
It's so soft.
If that's a penalty, look at the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're going to start giving penalties for that. They're going to have to start giving 3 or 4 penalties a game. That happens every single game. What I want to talk about, though, is the second half. Like you say, apart from the first 2 minutes or so of the second half, right? Man United just folded, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing almost.
Terrible. I don't actually think we could get out of our half for a little bit. And then I think we had... did we even have a chance in the second half? Rashford chest and then he volleyed it. That was it, I think.
Put it wide.
Yeah, and then I've not seen it back, but I think he should have scored.
100%, yeah. And I think Ten Hag said at half-time he got it wrong, which I quite like, a manager that comes out. He said, I tried to go offensive, took Amrabat off, brought Mount on. I mean, I barely noticed Mount. Put McTominay as a holding midfielder. Whatever people think about McTominay.
He's the white right?
He is the guy who... He scores goals at the other end. He doesn't do the defending side well. And the defence, I mean, I don't care who the centre-backs are. I don't care if it's Burnley. Erling Haaland was left unmarked 3 or 4 times. He should have had 4. Yeah. I mean, the marking on him, I mean, he got the assist for Foden as well, didn't he? Yeah, that's more FPL points as well. Forgot about that.
Once Bernardo Silva gets to that byline and you know he's about to cut it back, he ain't wrapping it. You know for a fact he's just going to dink it up, right? At that point, any Manchester United player in that box, in that 6-yard box, has to just go, right, where's that big blonde one? Literally that. Where's that big blonde one? And get touch tight to him, yeah? Because if you try and jump and you ain't going to beat him. You've got to get hold of him as quickly as you can. And he had about, 3 or 4 headers?
Yeah. The worst thing is, Onana let us off the first half. The exact same thing. Put off that world-class save. And then he just goes and does it the second half anyway.
I want to do a few player ratings from yesterday, okay? Because I don't think there was many Manchester United players that stood out. Who do you think was probably the best player yesterday for Man United?
Ginger's just said it.
Oh, no.
Man of the match.
And I thought Maguire as well. I did. Up until the second goal, I thought Maguire.
Yeah. Quite important. So, right, half-time.
Yeah, the first half, Maguire was good.
Yeah, I thought Evans and Maguire in the first half were okay. I mean, they did lose Haaland, but the second half, I mean, the third goal, I think Rodri shoots and Maguire just stands still and then the whole defence reacts. But I think Evans has got to have Haaland on the second goal. I thought Højlund, I know he's like... He
showed willing.
I think he'll feel guilty, but he's got the fans on side. He's 20 years of age. He works really hard. Yeah.
Give me a Bruno Fernandes rating from yesterday.
Look, I don't think Bruno played well, but I think it has to be remembered Lindelof was crap as well. But Lindelof's not a left back. Why is Bruno on the wing? It's like I think you're already going to have a bad game when you put someone out of position. So yeah, Bruno was terrible, but I think the important thing he was on the wing. Eriksen, rubbish. Rashford, terrible.
I was very interested because when he subbed Højlund off, the whole crowd booed, and it was the biggest bit. When he did it against Brighton, there was a boo. But then yesterday, there was the biggest boo I've ever heard, And then when Rashford came off, they started cheering.
Well, I mentioned this on the United stand, didn't I? I said, I like Rashford, but there's, I don't know, he's got such a big social media following. I think the media think that Man United fans love Rashford. Well, you were in the ground yesterday. I've started to hear it as well. Is it, I think the fans want him to do well, but I think there's a frustration around.
Yeah, they're getting very frustrated. No, they're getting very frustrated. And to be honest, there's a lot of people named me that get frustrated with Ten Hag as well. And I don't agree with that, to be honest, at all. But there's some of the shouts you hear that he's clueless, he hasn't got a clue, he's lost the dressing room.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, shut up, you fat bastard. If I'm being honest, that's what I'm thinking.
What was the atmosphere before the game then? What was the feeling?
It was good.
Did you, like, as a United fan, did you genuinely going into that game thinking, I reckon we could do something today? Because in fairness to United, in seasons gone past, they've actually done all right in the Manchester derbies, haven't they?
Well, I think, take the penalty out first half, it's 0-0 and we're still in the game.
Yeah.
But I think I went into that thinking, obviously City could just turn up and do what they did. Yeah. Or we could stay in the game until last 20, last 25, and then maybe edge it 1-0, or maybe they go ahead and we win 2-1. But a 3-0, I didn't see that, to be honest. Not in a derby.
You know what worried me a little bit yesterday was the game. I think Man United tried to just weather the storm as much as they can, and then try and nick something at the end of each half if they possibly could. So they actually nearly scored, didn't they? Right at the end of the first half, Ederson made that good save.
Oh, what? Yeah.
What a save, by the way. And I think that was their game plan. And that, for me, is the bit that worries me the most, is a Manchester United team at home, at Old Trafford, are trying to just hope for scraps at the end of halves. Do you know what I mean? That's not the way Man United are built.
I agree. I mean, I was like, I've seen Man United so many times in derbies. I've seen them at the Etihad 2-0 down and win 3-2 in the second half. So all these people writing us off, I don't get that. I don't think a game can be. You can't judge a game until it kicks off. But I must admit, when I saw the team news drop, it's a bit like being excited for Christmas all week and you think you're getting a PS5.
Yeah.
You open up and it's a Links Africa box set. I was like, that's when I dawned that I ain't playing this game with a fucking Links Africa game set, am I? It's just like, ugh. But no, I think I don't like the fans who write us off before a game because you just never know what's going to happen. And it never is 6-0. But what it is, whoever scored first in that game, I think, is in power. And as soon as City score, I think at 1-0 they know they've won that.
Can we actually, I want to turn it on its head a little bit and just give Man City a little bit of love if we can, all right?
No.
Because even in their last month or so for Man City, it's been a bit of a turbulent time for them. Yeah, they've lost 3 or 4 in a row. Apart from they won one in the cup or something like that.
Only because Rodri was suspended.
But exactly that. So once he comes back into that position, then you see the way Man City play yesterday. They are just, they know exactly what they're going to do, don't they? Every single player knows exactly what he's doing. The fact that Jack Grealish kind of can get in that starting lineup at the moment is just, they're phenomenal, aren't they?
Mad.
Should have been sent off.
Who, Grealish?
Yeah.
Why?
Push Dammer about like that.
It's absolutely nothing.
Oh, well.
It's a penalty, apparently.
It's a penalty, apparently, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, I think the only thing I will say about City, and it hurts, is the Prats who've been talking about Haaland falling off has just been annoying me for a couple of weeks. It's just like, he's not that good. I knew he was going to do it, and obviously did it against United. I didn't know he was going to do that. But he's got, some stat about he's reached 20 away goals quicker than anybody, in fewer appearances than anyone. He is just a beast. I don't think he'd do well in a United team because he'd get no bloody service. But yeah, I think Haaland is just you need good defenders to play against him, and yesterday we just didn't have the
beauty of what Haaland's got is he's got a Manchester City team around him who know exactly the way that the team play. Yeah. So you could stick Haaland in there, but he ain't going to have the service because you ain't going to have wingers that like to get the ball into him and stick it on his head, basically. You got people like Bernardo Silva who just work effortlessly, tirelessly, absolute humility, just puts it in for the team. They're the sort of players that Man United want to start signing, all right?
Well, you heard what Ten Hag said. He was asked after the game, like, are you not meant to be playing football like Ajax? He says, I'll never play football like Ajax here. I haven't got the players to play like Ajax here.
But the thing is, I actually don't think we've got our actual first team since the first game of the season because of injuries.
Yeah.
That's it. And even in that game, Varane went off injured. This is what I mean. I feel so bad for Ten Hag because the people that are turning against him don't understand what he's gonna. He's playing in a Manchester derby with Evans, Maguire, and Lindelof at the back, and Lindelof's playing left back. It's. You can moan about it all your day. It is. It's really painful. You can moan about it, and then everyone will say, everyone gets injuries. But there's no team out there that's had injuries like us this season.
Well, and also I think there's a good. This should be on Match of the Day, and they probably haven't even said it. There's a very good tactical reason that United are struggling. If you look at the Man Cities and the Arsenals and the Brightons, they can all transition from goalkeeper through the pitch, and that's really important in the modern game because you build your possession. United cannot transition from their goalkeeper, who they bought to transition from. Maguire don't want the ball. Evans don't want the ball. And look, that's not their fault. They're just not that sort of player. So Man United can't build possession like every other team. We have to bypass the midfield, go long, which is a 50-50 chance you're going to use it. And it's a massive problem, but people don't want to listen, like you say, because they want to go, everyone gets injuries, but we've got no one in the back four that can take the ball from a ball-playing goalkeeper. We replaced a really good goalkeeper with. We spent £50 million on a ball-playing goalkeeper. We can't bloody use him. Can't use him. It's ridiculous.
Oh, God. Top 6 finish?
What, United?
Yeah.
Well, you're obviously we'll win the league.
Right, for a minute there, I was thinking, oh, this is positive. Top 6.
No, I think we'll get top 6.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mark?
I wouldn't write top 6 off yet, simply because, really, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, there is still 3 spots there. And it's what? Villa, Spurs, Brighton. United could still get top 6.
Who is it? Top 5 get Champions League this year?
Yeah. I think we'll get 5th. To be honest.
I think things will improve. If
that's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. Look, Shaw's meant to be back this month as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka
best left back in the world.
Need Martinez back. Should have bought a centre back in the summer. That's the
problem. Lads, I feel for you. I do. Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal, right? Let's talk about a team that are winning and popping and scoring goals and having a nice time. If anybody had Eddie Nketiah in their fancy Premier League team this weekend, by the way, you are a scumbag and you will lose in the long run because you do not know what you're doing. But hat-trick for him. We're happy for him, aren't we?
No, I am happy for him. And I'm actually glad he didn't take the penalty to go into the Everton and record.
They've given it him just to boost his confidence a bit. And surely that's why they've done it, haven't they, right?
What?
Just giving the penalty to Vieira.
Yeah.
Just go, right,
score
a goal.
They did it with Havertz the other week, didn't they?
They did do it with Havertz, didn't they? That's a team, that is.
They're a charity.
But it's a team who probably play together and do a bit. It's nice, that, though.
But they rested Odegaard for this. I mean, Sheffield United, with all due respect, I wouldn't sack the manager because they are just crap. Yeah. Like, they're not. It's not going to change, is it? You're rubbish. It's not like get a new manager and we'll climb the league. I mean, for Arteta, this is what being a big club's like. United used to do this. You play a team like Sheffield United at home, you put Ben Foster in goal. Horrible man.
Have a look at this for a stat, by the way. Sheffield United have conceded the most goals, 29, and have the joint worst goal difference of -22 of any side after 10 games in Premier League history. Surely they can't go and break that record of least Premier League points, can they?
No, I think, was it 8 with Derby?
Derby, there was 2, Derby and somebody else, I think, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's embarrassing if you don't get 25 points. And I don't think
they ain't going to get 25 points.
No.
Absolutely no chance.
No.
Are they on now 0?
No, they're on 1, I think.
1?
Yeah. Played 10, drew 1, lost 9.
The trouble is, whoever they play, I can't think of a team I'd go, they're going to win. I think next week they're at home to Wolves.
The only one they've got a chance is probably Luton.
Yeah.
Or Burnley, because Burnley are struggling.
Burnley, they're the only teams really, realistically. Arsenal, though, doing really, really well. Game next week, massive game, Newcastle. Do you think Arsenal can sort of keep this going? Because it would be interesting if they could, to be fair, because we want to see a 3-horse race, don't we, really?
Yeah.
Because we know that 1 or 2 teams maybe might drop off. So we want to see your Man City, we want to see your Tottenham, we want to see your Arsenal up there, don't we?
I think they did it last year, didn't they? But they just battled at the end because of the pressure. So of course they can do it again. But if they can see it out again, I think that's the other thing.
I don't think they're as balanced as they were last year. That's my only thing that I think they need to. This Havertz thing I find weird.
Yeah, I don't
know. And I still think they need I think if they could, I mean, they're not allowed to have a Haaland, but I think if they had even if they had like an Ollie Watkins or an Ivan Toney, I just think they need another striker. Because I know Nketiah's done well there, but I've seen him in the bigger games, and he's...
It's only Sheffield United.
Yeah, it's only Sheffield United.
Ivan Toney would be a world-class signing for Arsenal, by the way. A world-class
I think the January transfer window will be interesting for everybody, because I think, even the Villas and the Brightons and the Newcastles, if you get that right, might give you the the rest.
All right, I want to talk about Wolves. Newcastle, it was a Saturday night game. There's a few little things in this that I wasn't quite happy with because the commentator went in on the goalie in particular, right? So, Morgan.
I've not seen this goal.
So, as a goalkeeper, right, I want to give my perspective on this a little bit because the commentator, I think it was Don Goodman, Luke?
Yeah, if there's one thing I know, commentators don't know a thing about goalkeeping.
Damn right they do.
They're absolutely clueless.
You are damn right. That's exactly.
So annoying to listen.
So this is where we go then, okay? Then so the first goal, Callum Wilson scored, but there was a ball into the box, and Jose Sá's come out to take it, right?
Oh yeah, I have seen
Mangle
it.
of bodies in front of him, okay? And the commentator said, "Oh, I can't believe what is he doing? It's awful goalkeeping. He's just dropped it. That was run of the mill. He should have just caught. It's a simple. It's not simple. No chance on this earth, right? For any goalkeeper, as soon as the ball comes into the box and you're looking at it and you're going to take it, and there's a load of bodies there, the second you jump off the floor, right, your balance can just get altered like that.
It takes a nudge and you're over.
Exactly that. That's all it takes, all right, Mark? And the second he's off there, he's about to catch it. He gets hit by not only Langstaff.
Yeah.
Langstaff plays for Notts County, don't he? Macaulay Langstaff.
Is that the one you saved the penalty from?
No, it's not, actually.
Oh, I thought it was like an assist.
Ched Evans. It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
The one?
No, is it Ched Evans?
No.
What's his name? Chedman Scott.
Doesn't know. It was one of the best moments of your career. You need to find out who that is.
I don't care who.
If that was me, I'd know that Nats County player, and every minute of every day I'd be going. I'd be bantering.
It's Chedman Scott. Anyway, where was I? What are you talking about there? I'm dropping.
He jumps to catch the ball.
Yeah, he jumps to catch the ball. So, the second he does that and he gets the contact from the players, all bets are off, yeah? Nothing is run-of-the-mill about that. 100%. Nothing is just easy to do, right? And so the commentator goes...
It's a foul then, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's a foul.
I don't know if it is a foul. This is
you see him given. You see.
It annoys me that goalkeepers are so protected.
Does it?
Yeah.
We need this protection.
No, I know, but it's like when I've seen De Gea get them, I'm thinking he's got away with one there. He's got away with one.
Yeah.
And it just annoys me because I know it's not a foul. They just need to do better.
Punch
and get away with it. Yeah.
You said you wanted the goalkeepers a bit more looked after and stuff like that. Now you're saying that you want...
No. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. I think the two looked after.
So anyway, I think what he needs to do in that situation is basically just punch it, yeah? Just come out there, boom, punch, and then do you know what you can do once you've punched it as well? You can just fall down with your elbow and your fist and everything like that, and just scrape it down their backs a little bit and go, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, all right? You're all right, man. I'll help you up like that. Anyway, this was a good game, this was, to be fair.
I just want to ask you, actually. Last week, Chelsea-Arsenal, you know when Sanchez comes out and clatters Jesus?
Yes.
Penalty or not? Because you weren't on last week and I thought, this would be a great question. I think it's a penalty.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. As a goalkeeper, you probably thought, have it.
Yeah, damn right you do as well. There's certain ones as a goalie you get freebies, right? Honestly, you get absolute freebies where you think, sorry, mate. This is
they never used to be a penalty until the World Cup when it happened to Messi, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're going to look for it, though, aren't they? It's like the Man United game on Sunday. They're going to look for something. They want to give it. Do you know what I mean? Because it gets people talking. Anyway, I want to talk about Newcastle this for a little bit because... I really enjoyed this game, to be fair. And actually, you know what? Wolves, despite the fact that at the beginning of the season, everybody writing them off and everybody said...
Yeah, I wrote them off completely.
Everybody did. Everybody did the same thing. They haven't bought anybody. They've sold players. They've actually done really well. Gary O'Neill's done a fantastic job, hasn't he?
It should have been his at Old Trafford.
Yeah, 100%. We should have been 3-0 down first half.
Yeah.
And then they got robbed of a penalty. And
I think they are they're about mid-table now, aren't they? But they were. I mean, you can't not talk about it. Again, VAR. I mean, he's in control of that. But Hwang Hee-chan, isn't he? And he goes to clear it. A Newcastle player appears from nowhere. Yeah. Takes a bloody tumble. And
do you agree with that penalty?
No, I think it's ridiculously soft. I think it's simulation. It's clever by the Newcastle player. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's ran into the tackle, felt a little bit, and gone. And unfortunately. As with the Højlund penalty, as with the Polina elbow, I don't think these referees even play five-a-side. You don't think you need to play at your level. I think it's just general play.
Even I'm a better ref than that.
Sunday,
I mean, I've only done one course.
Yeah, I just think.
Course?
Oh yeah, I can ref.
Shut up.
Get him on.
Yeah, honestly, I swear to God.
Shut up, you cannot ref.
I swear to God, I can.
What course is this?
Is it FA course, level 7?
You need to be a referee.
Mate, honestly. I love refereeing. I'm not even like toot my own on. I think I'm a very good ref. Very good ref.
Talk to me about this example here then, where it was a penalty for...
Where he's kicked it?
Yeah,
I think it's a pen.
Yeah?
I think it's smart because he's got his foot just in front
of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it is a penalty.
Well done. That's exactly what he's done, you know. He knew exactly what he was doing. This is the bit that irks me a little bit with this one, because, you know what? It probably is a pen, but I hate the fact that it is a penalty. because he's played for the penalty.
Yeah.
He's already going down. He knows exactly what's happening, and he's actually probably a bit clever with it.
Yeah.
So if you were refereeing that game, you'd give a penalty?
Yeah.
But you know,
And if I won VAR, I'd tell me to look at it anyway.
You'd know what he's done.
Yeah, no, but
It's a dive.
It's not a dive, though, is it? Because there's contact.
Simulation.
It's not simulation, it's
He's put
contact.
his foot there, hardly anything.
I've seen worse penalties given.
Fall on the floor.
Yeah.
See.
No, it's a penalty. It is a penalty. It's a soft. Well, it's not a soft one because it's a pen contact.
All right then. As somebody who's done a FA coaching course, refereeing course, VAR, yay or nay?
No, just get rid of it.
Hate it?
No, yeah, I honestly liked it, but then it's the fact of like when we celebrated the winner against Arsenal, got ruled out on the rest of the game. Yeah. That's the one. It's just the lack of the consistency. And I think if you're gonna have VAR, you've either got to have the same person on it, which is going to be impossible because there's 5 games on at the same time, but then you get the consistency, or you just get rid of it. Because it's just the amount of times you see things given and then other things not given, just it completely ruined. To be honest, if we'd have won yesterday and that penalty weren't given, we'd have been 3 points behind City. Now we're 9.
Yeah.
That is a massive difference, and it just ruins it. It ruins it.
I don't, going back to that Garnacho offside against Arsenal, which was like, fingernails.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. That took them less than a minute for that.
The
Bournemouth game, they took 5 minutes to do an offside. So what does that tell you? It tells you that that technology, they don't trust it. And
I'm sure they came into this season saying we'll give the benefit to the striker. But where's the benefit?
I don't see
benefit unless it's United.
All over the shop, mate. I do. I hate it. Everybody I talk to hates it. Every player despises it. Just wants it gotten rid of. But unfortunately, the powers that be will always keep it because they pay too much money for it. Chelsea. Did anybody see this one come in on Saturday? Because I think I did, to be fair.
I thought they'd struggle.
Yeah.
I thought they'd win, but I thought they'd struggle.
They're
all over the shop, aren't they?
Well, Brentford, I'm glad they won because they deserved to beat us and they lost it in stoppage time. So I'm glad that they held on against Chelsea because obviously they
didn't deserve to beat us.
Yeah, but 92nd
it were boring.
minute,
that's what the white Yaya Toure does, mate. You know what I mean?
I love this. I've never heard that. I'm a Scott McTominay fan, mate. I love him. I love him. I do. I think he's a brilliant player.
Someone's got him.
The white Yaya Toure. What a guy.
But no, I thought Brentford. Actually, Chelsea second half. Half time had 2 shots on target. Full time 2 shots on target.
Oh wow!
They didn't even have a shot on target in the second half. So they got what they deserved. Brentford played the perfect game. They're not pretty to watch, I agree. They defend well.
But I thought it was when they played us, it was quite unusual for them to just drop off and just defend. And it was just so boring. So boring. They deserved to lose because that was not a good watch.
It wasn't it wasn't much better Stamford Bridge. They do give up possession to counter well, but they counter really well. I mean, they could have won, what was it, 2-0? They could have won 3 or 4-0. They put one into the side netting. But Chelsea, I feel for Chelsea. I don't like them, but I feel for them because I think that the whole team has just got no confidence. They've got no striker.
They're definitely,
got no striker.
Oh, no, Nick Jackson. Oh, my.
Jackson.
No.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Honestly, I put him in the FPL. First weekend league, I let him off. Missed a few sitters. Second weekend league, right, that's 2 now. 1 more, you're out.
Yeah, 1 chance, mate.
Yeah. Mate, he took the piss out of me. Honestly, I swear to God, the amount of goal, he could be top goal scorer of the league. Yeah. Honestly, he could. He can't finish his dinner.
You know that XG, have you seen that XG stat going around at Chelsea? Apparently should be scoring 5 or 6 goals every single game, by the way. Yeah. And that's because he's missing every single one of those. But do you know what's killed us as well? Is Pochettino early in the season. Do you remember this when he came out and he did an interview and he said, he says, I honestly think that this Jackson kid is going to be one of the best strikers in history, in Premier League history. He said this about him. So everybody went, well, he must be incredible then.
Yeah.
And I put him in my fantasy Premier League off the back of that as well, expecting massive things, and he just keeps doing the same thing.
But the only people who knew who he was before he was signed is people like yourself who probably play Ultimate Team. And
no, even I'd never heard of him. No idea.
I'd heard of him a little bit, but that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you don't go buying a striker from Villarreal that no one really knows about.
Do you know what it does? It just goes to show that if you can get somebody that can put the ball in the back of the net, this is why Erling Haaland, when they signed him last season, every single person on this earth knew that if Manchester City signed Erling Haaland, it was game over. Everybody knew. And to spend, I think they only spent 70 mil or something like that, yeah? To spend 70 million to guarantee that he's going to do it and smash it and be an absolute beast is a snip, isn't it?
It's a bargain.
Everybody should have been looking to try and do that, right?
How do you spend £1 billion in 12 months and not go to Napoli and say there's £130 million for Osman? Makes no sense.
Scary, mate.
Makes no sense. And they're not going to solve that problem until at least Christmas. So Chelsea, You know, you said Chelsea. You asked us if Man United are going to get top 6. I tell you, Chelsea ain't going to get top 6.
No chance. Chelsea, at this moment in time, 11th on 12 points. So off of the top 6, they're 5 points off the top 6. Wow, they're 11 points off.
He's overrated, Poch. Tell you, overrated.
Who, Poch?
Yeah.
I won't go that far.
He's a good manager, but people put him up with like Pep and Klopp. He's not that level.
No, he's not Ten Hag level yet.
He was my manager in Soccer Aid, and I really liked him. All right.
That's the thing. Everyone really likes him. The media love him. Oh, Poch.
Get off
Poch, love you, Poch.
Right, we've got a one
Argentinian Pardew.
Shush. Okay. Can't put him in the same basket as Pardew.
I just did. He talks sense on TalkSport.
Right, anyway, it's the one question go segment of the week. By the way, everybody, we are making some football videos later, by the way. We're leaving here. We're going to go to our local football pitch at Racing Club Warwick, and we are going to be making some absolutely banging football videos. You bought your football boots, yeah?
Yeah.
Like I texted you bought your shooting boots as well?
Absolutely. They stink, though, for some reason. Just always do football boots. As a pro, how often do you change your boots?
No, I don't change them very often at all.
Yours smell as well?
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, they stink, but I ain't changed
them.
It's
Sunday League players, that's all.
3 or 4 months.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months. Did you know that John Terry used to change his boots once in the warm-up? At the end of the warm-up, he'd wear a new pair. First half, he would wear a new pair, and then second half, he'd wear a new pair.
He must have leather feet, because I
3
hate
pairs
it.
a game.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It hurts me.
Yeah.
It hurts my feet when I have to wear them in.
Yeah, me too.
How often did you change your gloves?
Probably every game.
Ah, okay.
Once a game.
Is that for the grip?
For the grip, yeah.
Think of the trees.
It's later.
Environment. Just look at that. Plastic gloves every game.
Where's the latex come from?
Trees.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't.
Plastic.
Yeah, so that's recycled.
I think they use the city seats.
Or fans. Hey.
Or fans, yeah, that's even better.
Right, coming in. Morgan, give it here. Let's go. Oh, I nearly saw it then.
Right, which English football club used to play their home games at Goldstone Ground?
At the where?
The Goldstone Ground.
Wolves.
York.
Incorrect. It was demolished in 1997, and it was Brighton. And I'm so glad I got that question, because I'd have been clueless.
Yeah. Brighton fans will be going, I know that. But they're not from Leeds.
I remember I played... Do you remember when they were building it used to be called the Withdean, yeah? Now it's called the Amex, right? That was what it was, yeah? I remember when they were building that, I played, when I was at Watford on loan, when I was younger, they were building it, and we played on a horrible thing, like pitch away at Brighton, and it had a running track around it. They had temporary stand, it was brutal. Chris Eagles, remember him? Scored him from the halfway line. 1-1-0. Fantastic. Anyway, let's go. Everton. Dyche.
I love Dyche.
He slowly turned it round. I love Dyche. I'm with you, mate.
I actually don't think Everton played bad this season.
No. That XG thing again.
Yeah. Mate, they had a higher XG than City 2 weeks ago.
Exactly that, yeah. They just need, again, they just need somebody who's going to put the ball in the back of it. So this doesn't surprise, really, to be fair, because this is a big result, you know. West Ham, decent team.
I saw it coming, just saying.
Go on.
If I had an Akron and Everton won.
Do you put Akers on?
Yeah, of course I do. Do you know what I mean? But no, seriously, I saw it coming. I just thought it was a Dyche game to win.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're going to get a 12-point deduction, aren't they?
Are they really, though?
Yeah.
They're getting 12 points. What City game?
Exactly.
Everton fans don't like me because I said last week that I agree with the points deduction, but I do agree with it. If you've cheated, you should get give City put them in the National League.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's all about the severity of the cheating.
If you break the rules, you should get points deducted. People get very tribal about it. I like Everton. I want Everton to stay up. I think they'd stay up with a 12-point gap. You've only got to get 13 and you'll finish above Sheffield United, so you'll be fine. But if you've broken the rules, you have to get a points deduction. We want teeth from FFP, and if Everton are the fall guys of that, tough. If it's Man United, tough.
We just need a bit more information, though, right? Yeah? Before we jump to conclusions.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're going to get one, but if they have done it, they should get points deducted, because I tell you what, you can't compete with Man City and Newcastle if you don't have financial fair play.
Everton up to 15th. I actually was buzzing for Everton winning this, actually, because obviously Bill Kenwright passing in the week as well. It was kind of like, what's the word? Prophetic, is that the word? Prophetic?
Profound.
Fitting. Anyway, it was very fitting that Everton went and won that game. West Ham, on the other hand, though, 9th in the league, 14 points. I think there's something like 4 or 5 games or something, Jamie? Back me up on this one, that they have not won a game in now. So they're kind of on a little bit of a slide, but they have got European.
Calvert-Lewin for England?
No, I'm not sure about that. I'd say
stay fit, he's a good player.
Ollie Watkins has gotten in ahead of him by far now, for sure, right? Yeah?
Yep.
We agree with that?
I agree with that.
Man United could do with an Ollie Watkins, to be honest with you. Okay, Bournemouth versus Burnley. Bournemouth first 3 points of the season. Once again, VAR massive in this. Did you know that they took 5 minutes to check Jay Rodriguez's offside goal?
Who wins there? If you're a Bournemouth fan, you're waiting to know if you're still in front. If you're a Burnley fan, you've travelled all that way, you think you've got a goal, and then, even when the goal wasn't given, the Bournemouth fans sort of went, it's just who wins. You can't have that. 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
This is even just as players, like you stood around for 5 minutes.
Yeah, not knowing what's going to go on.
You start to cool down. You lose all if the game could be buzzing at that moment in time.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Kills it.
Absolutely buzzing. It kills all the atmosphere. The fans, everybody's just thinking like. I saw Vinny Company's interview afterwards and he was fuming, absolutely fuming, and rightly so. But you don't see any of the column inches in the papers or you don't hear it on Sky or anything like that because it's not a Man City or it's not a Man United or a Liverpool or an Arsenal. Because it's Burnley, because it's Bournemouth, it won't get talked about. But it's just as important because in their world, in Burnley's and Bournemouth's world, it is everything. It is absolutely everything, isn't it? This is why I agree with you. Just get rid of it. Let human error be the thing. If they're going to make a mistake, cool, deal with it. Sweet as a nut. But massive win for Bournemouth. Brings them out of the top 3, 6 points now in 17th. And Burnley, 19th position, 10 games played, 4 points. Bottom 3 this year is going to be the 3 teams, isn't it, that got promoted?
Yeah, I'm glad to see Burnley do this. Really, I am. And I am because they kicked me out because I had. Do you remember? So I went to the Burnley game, but I was in the home end because I couldn't get a ticket.
How'd you get into the home end then?
I just got a ticket.
Yeah.
But I was meant to be in the away end, but I couldn't get in. So I had to go to the Burnley end. First half, fine. And everyone realised I was a United fan. Started getting, I'm going to kick his head in and all that. So if they were winning 1-0, they wouldn't have been bothered, would they? So no, I hope they get relegated. Honestly, I did. And Vincent Kompany's the manager.
Did they just recognise you then?
What? No, a funny story, actually.
You blog, were you?
Yeah, I was, yeah. Yeah. So the way I got recognised was there was a ginger guy stood next to me, and there were a few people that had already come up to me and whispered, like, I know you're a United fan, but I'll let you stay. Anyway, this guy comes out of the thing, and he looks at this ginger guy and goes, fucking hell, it's Angry Ginge. Then turns around to me and goes, fucking hell, it's Angry Ginge. And then everyone realised, I was like, oh, I did not need that. Yeah, it was funny, to be fair.
It's the actual Angry Ginge.
Yeah.
What's that like for you? So if you go to football matches, even if you're going to a Man United game at home, are you getting absolutely peppered by people?
Yeah, I mean, the first one that I started getting overwhelmed because there's like too many people. It was the Carabao Cup game against Palace. Yeah. I think it took me 20 minutes from the front of the stadium to get just to the Munich tunnel. And it was like, so now I put a snood on and stuff like that. I don't mind getting photos, but it's just like, I think Miniman said it's a bit like zoo type. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind getting photos, but it was just that minute. Yeah. But the thing that annoys me is the people that don't even watch you or know who you are. So I had this 65-year-old Asian guy come up to me, getting a selfie. I was like, you don't watch my content.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Even say to you, who are you?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Get a picture anyway, and you're like, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It annoys me, but it is what it is.
You wanted to get one of those contactless things and say, you can have a picture. But,
yeah, it's just £5, please.
A little PayPal tap.
You're more than a £5, Morgan. Tenner.
Yeah, how much you charge on Cameo,
I think it's like 50.
Is it on
Cameo?
Yeah.
Of course he's on Cameo. I'm not on Cameo, no. How much you charge? 50 quid?
Yeah.
A video?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, did you see his car that he bowled in today? Range Rover.
Massive give over.
Range Rover Sport, brand new.
I did a video with him about 3 months ago. He was in a fucking little tiny thing.
Well, he stepped his game up now. All the YouTube money started coming from him. That's where he's getting it all from.
Happy Ginge.
Who are we talking about here? Spurs, Burnley? Yeah.
Did you see the billing Worldy, where he's lobbed Trafford in his own half? I think Trafford should save that.
Yeah, Trafford should save it. Yeah, he'll be really disappointed with that. He saw the threat. He's backtracked quickly as can. I don't know what he's doing out there in the first place. No, it's like he realised a split second too late as well. He's backtracking, but he still managed to get a full hand on it, and he just didn't really do much with it. And I think he'll be gutted. He'll know that he should have saved that one. But it's the way that Burnley play though. They play this front-footed, this crazy high line at times, and it's trouble because teams are going to pick you apart if they know that's what you're going to do all the time.
Do you know what I think should have been said as well? Did you see Jude Bellingham's first goal?
Oh,
I think it should be saved.
I think it's a great point. I think you should save it.
Totally agree, mate.
Yeah,
totally. Again, he'll be absolutely gutted he hasn't saved that. He's had plenty of time to see it, and he's got there, again, full hand on it, and just hasn't made a save. It's very simple as that.
Great point. Harry Kane was good.
Oh, Harry Kane's was lovely.
Harry Kane's best striker in the world.
That pure strike.
Yeah.
How pure of a strike is that?
Something I do Sunday League.
Is a standard, yeah, of course. We'll see later. We'll see.
Yeah.
Strike it like that then, yeah. Quickly then, Spurs, my boys here, top of the league. I don't know if you watched this game Friday night, Crystal Palace. This was a good game. This was, to be fair. Spurs just dominated.
I thought it was quite harsh actually, because they played on the Monday as well, didn't they?
They did.
And then bang straight away on the Friday. But that's what happens when you don't get Europe.
But do you know what? Either way, they came, they did it again, they won the game. That shows a good team that are able to keep doing that. But yeah, top of the league, Spurs. Can they maintain this?
I think you nailed it there, because I think that Palace had a good chance at 0-0 just before, and then they go up the other end, Spurs, and score. And I thought to myself at that point, the thing that Spurs have somehow found, and I don't know how Ange has done it, is they've just got Spurs away to Palace is not an easy game.
No,
it's not an easy game at all. No. And they go in there and winning those sort of games. Fulham at home, that I don't know how he's got them doing this, but they're basically they're in a title contender form from being crap for the last 3 years. So you got to give him credit. I hope he can last, because we're not winning the bloody league, and I don't want Liverpool, Arsenal, or Man City to win it. So I really hope Spurs can keep it up.
I wrote, how do you pronounce his name?
Ange.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, and I wrote him off as well. I thought he'd be terrible. I
said they wouldn't get top 8.
Yeah, I said coming from Celtic, got nothing about him. I obviously don't want Celtic.
Know the Premier League.
Yeah, I thought no, you need. I thought he was going to be terrible. So I'm actually really glad he turned it around and proved him wrong. Because I love him. Yeah,
I'm with you. I totally agree. I know everybody loves him. There's a massive love.
Are you confident with him coming in though?
I'm not necessarily a Tottenham fan, you know this, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
I was a Tottenham fan as a kid, don't get me wrong, and I like to jump on the bandwagon now and then. It's absolutely fine. Well. But yeah, to be fair, I know Joe Hart, and he was obviously at Celtic with him very well, and he loved him. We did a podcast with him, and in the podcast he's talking about him, buzzing off him, saying how good manager, don't give a shit who they're playing, they just do the same thing, relentless, gets us working, high tempo, all that kind of stuff. And I think he's just been a breath of fresh air for the Premier League. Yeah. I really do.
No, I agree.
Because every game they play, and you'll see this in a few weeks' time when they play Man City and they're playing the big boys, the biggest of big boys. It'll still play the same way. Yep. And Man City will have to, at some point, go, shit, we're going to have to be careful here, you know? And that's the bit I love about it most, is that they all on the same page, they know what they're doing. And even talking back to the game, the Crystal Palace game, Palace did have a chance, yeah? But this is the difference, right? When you've got a Palace player having that good chance, or you have a Son or a Maddison having that good chance, the reason why they're good players and some of the best players in their positions is because they put the ball in the back of the net. And it's not luck, it's not fluke. They earn the big bucks because they're the big boys and they do it. Apart from some of the Man United players, they just earn big bucks. They don't do anything, really. But I like Spurs. I think they're going to be up there, and I want to see them keep it going as long as they possibly can, because I want a 3-horse race for the rest of the season.
Probably 4, won't it? 'Cause Liverpool.
I don't know about Liverpool. I just think they're a little bit milky. Actually, they are. They're only 3 points off top as well now, to be fair.
Liverpool?
Yeah. I know. Liverpool in 4th, 3 points off Tottenham.
They've got really winnable games.
City 2nd.
I tell you what, that's a sneaky league, that, you know. I thought they were absolutely miles off it. They're not at all, are they?
Well, there's a breakaway, isn't there? There's 4 points separate the top 5, and then I think there's 5 points from 5th to 6th.
Yeah, that's it. So Tottenham top, 26. Arsenal 2nd, 24. Man City 3rd, 24. Liverpool 4th, 23. Villa 5th, 22. Villa.
Wow.
Damn.
17 to Brighton, isn't it, or something like that?
Damn. Right, just quickly, we'll just talk about... We've got a quiz in a minute, by the way. I can't wait for this quiz today. It's going to be world-class. Let's just quickly touch on some of the other games. Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest, 3-0. It was a comfortable win for them in the end, weren't it?
Standard. You know, Forest are a bit better than Sheffield United, but there's certain games where, you know, we beat Forest.
Yeah.
And we gave them a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, it's standard for Liverpool.
Yeah, it was easy win for them, really. I've got to say the third goal, it's disgusting. It was disgusting from a goalkeeper's perspective. Ball over the top from Szoboszlai. Salah just, thank you very much, lads. Cheers.
FPL points.
Yeah, FPL points. Everybody has him in his team as well, and I don't know why I don't put him in my team. Probably because he costs about 13.5 million quid. But anyway, easy win for Liverpool. Everybody knew that was going to happen. Who else was there? Villa, Luton, again, same thing, isn't it? You just know what's going to happen. It's amazing. Like I say, if you're doing accumulators, you're putting Liverpool in, you're putting Villa in, you know it's going to happen. It's absolutely guaranteed. Villa up to 5th, by the way. They are going to be in with a shout this season. They carry on like that because their home form is phenomenal. I think it's 13 or 14 home games in a row now they've won. And they've beat some big boys at home as well. Big boys at home. Very, very impressive. And that's it, lads.
Brighton, Fulham, just got to touch on that.
Go on then.
Brighton should have won that game again. playing out from the back, silly goal, but Polina scoring a goal is a right kick in the nuts because he should have gone.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what VAR's looking at. Again, I just don't think they've played the game because you don't lead with your elbow like that accidentally. He's absolutely whacked him one. Players stayed down. I don't know what they're doing in the bit. You got Michael Oliver going looking for penalties at Old Trafford, and then you got VAR going, oh, passes to crisps. You know, they're not. He's on the floor. Why is he on the floor? Oh, he's gone like that. Play on. It's fine. It's incredible.
It's like they're busy doing other stuff.
And then he goes and scores the bleeding
or something, or shopping or something. Christmas is coming up. You know what I mean? It's horrible, isn't it? I think if they didn't have VAR, I think the referee would have watched it and gone, "That's a red card, that is," and sent him off.
Well, it's great actually. I was doing a show on Sunday night, and a Wolves fan rang in, and he said, "Why have they stopped sending referees to the TV screens? They're hardly ever sending them anymore."
And when you send it,
guaranteed.
The thing that annoys me as well, though, is when as soon as they go, it's guaranteed you're getting the other thing. Yeah. Like Paul Tierney yesterday, you should have looked at that and gone, no.
I thought he was. He took his time. Yeah. I was looking at it, and I was like,
you just know exactly. You might as well not even send him over to the monitor. You might as well just go ball penalty.
Yeah, simple as that. Yeah.
It's just so annoying because there's no democracy there. It's whatever VAR says goes.
Quick stat about jumping in before.
I've just seen it. I love this guy.
You can say because you got him in your fantasy Premier League team as well.
Yeah, I put him in the fantasy Premier League team. Evan Ferguson, 18 years of age, is the first teenager to score 10 plus goals in a single season since Rooney. But he took his goal so well. It's
single calendar year, not season.
I was getting too excited. I know. But it was a lovely finish. He takes it in, ball into feet, curls it, not much pace, bottom corner.
It was because he took it so quickly. The goalie's thinking, well, he's not going to be able to get much pace off this, but he does. He generates so much pace with such little backlift. That's the reason why it goes in the corner. Lovely finish.
Yeah.
You ready for the quiz?
Born ready.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Bruce Springsteen. Born ready then?
Yeah, born ready.
Born ready. Born ready. Come on then, let's go. Let's have it. Quiz time. All right, quiz time, everybody. 10 questions. Mark, you're currently winning, aren't you? Wax's got 3. I'm on 2. Watto, who's normally here. Watto is normally sat there. He's shit. He's absolutely brutal. I can tell he's on. He's absolutely brutal. You're filling in for Watto today. Let's go.
Does Ginge know the format of the quiz?
If you know it, answer it quickly.
Yeah.
You only get one chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you're frozen out.
10 questions. Right. Question 1. On Soccer Saturday, who did Chris Kamara miss getting red carded during Portsmouth versus Blackburn?
Oh, my God, this is a good question.
I don't know any Portsmouth players.
This was back in the day, this was.
Oh, I'm not going to know this, am I?
This was like Premier League Portsmouth.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, the famous clip.
Yeah.
No idea.
This is a tough question.
I'm just going to say Glenn Johnson.
Nope.
No.
Okay. I can't think of any Portsmouth or Blackburn players.
Nico Crancher.
Nope.
Billy.
Anthony Van Den Boer.
Oh, piss off. I ain't ever going to get that.
The Belgian?
I never heard of him.
He was a Champman legend back in the day.
I only know him because of
I
FIFA.
swear on my life.
Van Den Boer?
Anderlecht back in the day.
Never.
Promise you.
There we go.
I'm sure that's a made-up name.
Question 2. Can you name one of the 3 clubs who have lost the most Championship playoff finals? They've all lost it 3 times.
Middlesbrough.
No.
Hull.
No.
Oh, I think I've got one actually.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can you name one of the 3 clubs which have lost the Championship playoff final the most, and they've lost it 3 times? 5.
What? Where's 5 come from?
You repeated the question.
Where's 5 come from?
And now he's elongated it even more now.
3, 2.
West Brom.
No.
Can I go Leeds?
No, it wasn't Leeds. No.
I know it, but I can't think of who it is. I know. Is it like who lost to Watford in the playoff final?
Blackpool.
No, you know when Deeney scored. Who was that?
That was Brighton, that. Oh, it was Leicester, yeah.
Yeah.
That was in the semi-final, though.
No, it wasn't. So it's Derby County as one of them, Reading and Sheffield United.
Reading was the one I was thinking.
Tough question.
Somewhere.
Good start, lads. No.
Yeah.
Career path question.
Oh, Ben's good at these.
I have played for Tottenham, Dulwich.
Is this in order?
In order.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Tottenham, Dulwich Hamlet.
Dulwich Hamlet, loan. IFK Hasselholm, loan. QPR, permanent. Portsmouth, Aston Villa, Norwich City, loan. Southampton, Liverpool, Portsmouth, Spurs, Stoke, Burnley.
Wow.
Go again. Spurs,
Dulwich Hamlet loan, IFK Hasselholm loan, QPR, Portsmouth,
Peter Crouch.
Villa.
It's not Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch is the correct answer.
Yes! Come on!
I was going to say Peter. It can't be Peter
Come
Crouch.
on!
It is Peter
He
Crouch.
started at Spurs, didn't you know that?
Yeah.
That's why I needed to
Started
go
at
back.
Spurs.
He needs to go back.
No idea. I was thinking Glenn Johnson.
I was going to say
Crouch.
Glenn Johnson, actually.
Yeah, there we go. 1-0 mark.
Try hard.
Hold on. Not happy with that.
Question
Nah.
4. In Derby's 2007 and 08 season, where they scored 11 points, they only won one game. Who was this against?
Middlesbrough.
No.
What season was it?
07, 08.
I wasn't even watching football then. I was 6. I mean, I was playing army in the back garden.
Just, mine was a guess.
I don't even know who was in the championship then.
It could be anyone.
No, in the Prem.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
That was the Prem
In
season
08.
where they got set the record for the worst point tally in.
Right, I'm going to go the United.
No.
That'd have been ridiculous.
5.
Oh, shock! You say 5 as soon as they put their answers for it. You say 5.
Today. What's wrong
You're
with
so
you?
slow today. Aston Villa.
No. Newcastle United. 1-0. They lost. But they won 1-0. Derby.
This is like a bloody pew.
Yeah.
On this. Good job he's on
Why
your
have you got
podcast.
old questions? He's only like 17.
Isn't it?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Question 5. Who is the only player to score 100 Premier League goals for 2 different clubs? Who is the only player to score 100 Premier League goals for 2 different clubs?
Defoe.
No.
Bloody hell, this is a tough
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Yes, I like this question.
Good question.
I think also.
But I don't know how far back you're going here. Was I alive?
Yeah,
Born 2001.
yeah. No, you weren't alive.
What the hell is this then?
That's too much of a cheat.
What did you say?
Like,
No, they didn't.
yeah. You
say-
were alive. You were
he
alive.
was
I was
alive,
born
yeah,
2001 as well.
yeah.
Like,
Right. Have I watched him play?
These are,
No.
you can't give these bloody clues when I'm.
Come on.
I'm locked
Teddy
out.
Sheringham.
no.
Bollocks.
100
Give me
goals for
yourself,
2
give me
clubs.
yourself.
And I've seen him play.
Count him down.
4.
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer is the correct
Thank
answer.
you very much. Get in. Come on.
You know what? I thought Sharon. I went. It was all at Newcastle.
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Idiot.
Blackburn.
Get in.
It's actually quite a straightforward question.
Yeah.
Oh, start trying now, Ben.
Well done, Ginge.
I've got 0 still.
Yeah.
We overthought that one.
Yeah, massively. Yeah.
1-0. Which company currently sponsors the EFL trophy?
Carabao.
No.
What?
The EFL trophy.
That is the Carabao, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's the League Cup.
Oh, can you rephrase
What's
the
the
question
EFL
then?
trophy then?
No, you've
Can
already
you
answered it.
rephrase
He's already
it?
answered
No,
it.
no,
Papa John, Papa John, Papa John, Papa John, Papa John.
He's not Papa John. He's not.
It's not Papa
Oh.
It's
John.
not Papa John.
Papa John.
That's what I was going to say. I was trying to get it rephrased
Right,
question. so I would say Papa John's.
Can we get the question again, please? Read correctly.
Which company currently sponsors the EFL trophy?
The EFL. Can you? What
What is the
What is the
EFL
EFL
trophy?
trophy?
It's like
The lower league
it's
trophy?
like the lower league trophy with all the other leagues.
What used to be like? What
It was the Papa John's trophy.
It was the Papa John. Do you know, like you get like League 2 teams and League 1
Yeah.
teams playing it, and then they also get like the
Well, it was Papa John, so just guess something that's
similar
a bit
to
like
that.
Papa John.
Just,
It's not going to be something massive like
yeah.
Carling.
Right. So you got Papa John. It's not that. It's not Carabao Cup. So I'll just go. Pepsi Max.
No. It's a trick question. No one is the sponsor.
Oh, that's pathetic.
No, that's a bit of a joke.
That's pathetic.
I think you've took the piss for that one.
You've just
That's-
ruined it as well. 'Cause I had
yeah.
a great song. I was going Papa John, Papa John, Papa John. I should get a point for that.
I'm sorry, guys.
Take a point off.
Yeah, you had a rotter there.
Who's this aimed at? Bloody you and Luke
Sorry.
down the
Horrible.
pub.
I thought these were quite good questions. But
Horrible.
Very hard.
question 7. Which English midfielder won 30 caps for his country and scored 7 goals, but his injury record earned him the nickname Sick?
Darren Anton.
Never even heard of it.
He's
Cersei.
never heard of Darren
Cersei.
Anderson. I can't believe you're asking these questions.
He played for England around
Tottenham.
Yeah, 30 times apparently.
96, 98.
Do you know what I mean?
No, he was a lovely
balls.
player, though. He was a great player.
You're going to hate me for this one, then.
Sick
we
note.
go.
I think we thought Watto was here this week. He's about 60,
Yeah,
50.
he would have known
Sorry,
that, yeah.
Which nation won the Euro 1992, despite not qualifying
Denmark.
for the tournament. Denmark is the correct answer.
Off the beach.
Yugoslavia got disqualified and Denmark were replacements for them and they won the whole thing.
My boy Schmeichel, wasn't it? Laudrup.
I don't know, that's actually pretty mad.
Here we go. Question 9.
What scores? 2-1.
2-1-1.
1-1.
Oh, you got one, did you? Yeah. Hold on.
Daniel Anderton, whatever his name is.
Darren Anderton.
Daniel Anderton.
Sick note.
Which Liverpool player won PFA Player of the Year in 2018-19 season?
Mo Salah.
Nope, not Salah.
Oh, you're
Well,
both done.
he said it first.
You're
so
both done. You are both done.
Both done. You're both
You
done.
are both done.
Oh, I know who it is.
Five,
How do you need to look at Luke?
Not
It's
yet,
so
not
easy.
Yet, not yet.
Liverpool players. Come on.
Which
It was only 3 years ago.
18-19 season.
in the 18-19 season.
Yep.
Liverpool player. Come on.
To be honest, even I'm struggling still.
Yeah, just relax, everybody. A minute.
Oh, no, yeah.
5,
Just relax. Hey.
4.
No chance. You do not get to do this, all right? Just relax yourself a minute, all right? And can you rephrase the question for me?
You
okay?
can't think of a Liverpool player other than Mo Salah who might have won Player of the Year.
3.
Oh, my God. You're
don't deserve
having
it.
a rotter
You
here.
don't deserve it.
No, wait, rephrase the question. I can't even hear it. Slowly.
I can't even hear it.
Which Liverpool player won PFA Player of the Year?
How long was he getting here, Lino?
19 season.
I can't
5.
believe it.
4, 3,
You're going to
2,
kick yourself.
1.
Oh, my.
Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk is the correct answer.
Oh, you not got that. You had a rotter there. You had a rotter.
Oh, Ben.
Oh, God.
Pressure.
It is pressure, isn't it?
It is.
It's pressure on
quite
the
easy, that
quiz.
So it's 2-1.
I said the other day in a podcast, right? I said that I think 3 years ago, Virgil van Dijk was maybe the best defender that ever lived for that 2 years. For a 2
I've
year
seen that clip.
stint. Yeah, I think for that 2 year stint, he may have been the best defender that had ever lived for the performances he
When did,
put in.
what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And you've just been asked a question about who was Player of the Year 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But
Virgil van
defenders
Dijk.
don't ever win stuff like that, do they? Do you agree with that, by the way?
There's a lot of players I didn't watch
Pre-injuries.
growing up, like your Maldinis, your Cannavaros. So I can't really say.
What did you say? Best centre-back ever?
No,
Yeah,
I
best
said
centre-back to
only
ever
in
lived.
those 2 years. In those 2 years, yeah, him at his pomp, him doing that in the Premier League week in, week out when Liverpool were winning everything, I think he was, at that moment, probably the best defender that had ever lived.
I think Vidic, Terry, definitely better. Probably Rio as well.
Well, you're wrong.
I like Craig Dawson.
Doors, yeah, fuck right as well. Right,
Question
question
10.
2.
1-1. This is anyone's game.
It's anyone's game.
Go to a tiebreaker.
Tiebreak.
Right.
Yeah. What English club did Jaap Stam manage?
Ready?
He got it.
It was Ben. It was,
Yes!
it was Ben.
That is massive. That is massive.
Funny.
Massively massive. Do you see the way the R came out real quick as well? Ready? You were too
didn't
meek
get Van
with it.
Dijk.
You were too meek with it,
You've
you were.
infected me with your fucking
Can't believe I was shouting about
stupidity.
Salah. I should have had that one.
I couldn't think
Ginger's
of
out.
anybody
Ginger's
other than
out,
Mo Salah. I was going to say Luis Suarez. I was going to say Luis Suarez. The only one I could
Oh, I
think.
wish you'd said Fred Benton. So, what's it? 2-2. Ginger's down.
You can't answer this question.
Well, try and stop me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Question 11. Tiebreaker. Which Premier League team did Michael Owen join after leaving Manchester United?
Stoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's won it.
I don't know
He's
how
won it.
you've managed to win that quiz. 'cause
No,
you
I
were
don't
shit.
either.
Because I'm a big game player, you know, when the chips are down and you need somebody to turn up and give a big performance, that's exactly what I did
I'm
right there
disgusted.
and then. Yeah,
Disgusted
there, I had a
myself.
massive setback with Van Dijk as well, but you know what? Didn't let it affect me. Didn't let it affect me, all right? Ugh.
Well done, Ben.
Thanks, Jamie. Brilliant quiz today, mate. Well done.
Right, it's all
Well
good,
done,
it's all
lads.
good.
Well done.
Can I give some feedback on the quiz?
Yeah.
Shit. Not one of them questions in the last 10 years, I don't think. Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Give me a chance.
Oh, lads, that was brilliant, Mark. Well done. Morgan, thank you, everybody.
Yes.
That was a football fill-in. We'll see you next week.
I don't know how you've won that. It felt like you were fucking miles off.
Fucking Darren Anderton, you little beast.
I still have no idea who that was.